It is Tuesday, January 18th in the NBA, and I have my one best pick of the day because today's slate might be the worst that I have ever seen. We got the Knicks taking on the Timberwolves and the Pistons taking on the Warriors. After yesterday's slate where we had so many games on, best we can do is two, but I'll try to find my best bet of the day. Let's recap yesterday. Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot. Yesterday was a disappointing day, but our best bet of the day, Darius Garland, cashes with ease, and then Trae Young treated us nicely towards the end of that game. Now, I bet on the Orlando Magic, which truthfully, I deserved to wear one of these today because what was I thinking? DeMar DeRozan couldn't make a shot, nor did he grab a single rebound, so never going to get close to his PRA line. Then I added two plays after the video. Domantas Sabonis over in rebounds. Yeah, he had 8 in the first half, just 3 in the second. And then I don't even want to talk about DeJounte Murray. Hopefully I pronounced his name wrong, as I believe his teammates missed like 10 dunks or layups. But either way, now the 20K parlay, it didn't hit, but we did nail that Trae Young, 30-plus points in a W. We had Garland, 14-plus assists, and truthfully, if I didn't have to make the odds so crazy, I would have taken 12-plus, which did cash. Scotty Barnes, only 2 rebounds away from the double-double. Now, DeJounte Murray obviously didn't get close to the triple-double, but if you are new to the channel, consider clicking that subscribe button. We zoomed past 20,000 subscribers, so I really appreciate all you guys' support out there. We're at like 20.3K right now. We were 2-0 on Monday Night Football, Rams versus Cardinals, so that was pretty cool to see. And so if you have a second to, drop a like. Now, I have 2 requests for you guys, besides doing subscribing, liking, and commenting down below, whatever you want. My 2 requests. Number 1, we are recording our podcast later tonight. As you guys know, we post it every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, and I want you guys to drop all your questions. Last week, you guys dropped a ton of questions. It was probably one of our best podcasts yet, and we want to. And of course, if we answer your question, we'll shout you out on the podcast as well. So drop your questions down below. Number 2, our weekly live stream is tomorrow, Wednesday, January 19th, 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be live from about 6 p.m. to 6:30, answering every single question you guys have. We've broken 200 live viewers on YouTube the past 2 weeks. Hopefully, we can get over 300 this week. That would be absolutely ridiculous. So put it on your calendars. Don't forget about it because we really want to see you guys out on the live stream. Now, like I said, only 2 games on today. So I got my best bet of the day, and then I'll talk about, maybe 4 or 5 other picks, so a couple other leans at the end of the video that we'll just talk about for 30 seconds to a minute each, and then kind of roll through. We got a dart throw later, but my best bet of the day, my only bet of the day, Saddiq Bey, under 16.5 points, plus 100 on DraftKings. Yes, that is an under. And now we are here with Saddiq. Now, we've had Saddiq's had a very roller coaster type season. Now, earlier this season, maybe, I don't know, early November, we were taking his unders. This guy was really struggling, not really shooting the ball too well. And we were taking his unders and we were cashing them. And then something happened where basically his whole team got injured. He was down Cade Cunningham, Jeremy Grant, every single L1 else on that team. And he was the only one out there, and he went on a crazy run, destroying his over every single night. Well, now back to the script where he's back to not playing too well. Over his last 7 games, he's only gone over this line once, and that was the game he dropped 29 points. So Saddiq Bey, he's not bad. He could easily hit this over. Certainly, he could easily hit it. He's a good NBA, good. He's a solid NBA young guy, and I think he's capable of hitting this over. He's done it time and time again this season, but I just don't think this is the right matchup for him. Now, if you look at him, his shot attempts are going down, down, down. He had 15, 11, and then only 9 attempts last game. Today, they take on the Warriors, and despite having no Draymond Green, still a decent defensive team. Now, you still got guys like Andre Iguodala, Otto Porter Jr., Andrew Wiggins, and the rookie Jonathan Kuminga. All these guys are very capable of playing defense, and they're long wings that can contest shots. Now, we look at Saddiq Bey. Let's be honest, where does all his points come from? The 3-point line, because he attempts 13.6 field goal attempts a game. Granted, that line's a little bit inflated from earlier this season when he attempted 25 some games, but 7 of those 13.6 are from the 3-point line. Over half of his shots are coming from the 3-point line. This is the Warriors team that is in the bottom of 3-point percentage allowed. They allow the 4th lowest percentage at 32.9% from the field, and that number goes down to 31.8% when they're at home, which they are at home today. We look at Saddiq Bey on the road, his percentage is down 3% as well, so he doesn't shoot as well on the road as he does at home. And then we look at it, so I just don't love this matchup for him. You can take his PRA under if you want, but truthfully, I love the points under at plus 100 value on DraftKings. Sign me up. Now, there's always a possibility for a blowout as well, as the Warriors are sitting at 14.5 point favorites. So I'm going to take Saddiq Bey's under 16.5 points. Hopefully, he keeps doing what he's been doing the past couple of weeks, at least past like 7 games. Hopefully, we can go under here if he drops 25 points, and so be it. But that's my only pick of the day. Now, let's move on to my spreader or under pick leans, plus a couple other player props. Because, like I said, these won't count towards my official record. I likely won't put any of my own money on them, but sometimes people ask me a ton of questions in the comments, so hopefully about some random players, and hopefully I cover those players here. So let's talk about them. Now, we're talking about the other game on the Knicks versus Timberwolves. We'll talk about that in a second, but my spread pick lean of the day would be the Warriors, minus 14.5. Now, this spread is so large for a team that has been struggling really badly. I mean, and what have the Warriors lost? 5 of their last 7 games, really not playing well. And the Pistons, let's be honest, they've been a little bit better than they really should get credit for. And so you look at both these two teams, you know, should the Warriors obviously win this game? Yes, but the Sportsbook made this line knowing that people are going to bet the Pistons because they're like, the Pistons are good enough to keep this game within 15 points. And there will be some Pistons bettors that will do that. And then I can imagine when the Pistons are down 35 points tonight, they'll be like, why did I bet the Detroit Pistons? And I know that feeling because I bet the Orlando Magic yesterday. So I understand it. If I had to pick a spread tonight, I'd pick the Warriors minus 14.5. Not going to bet it necessarily. It's just my spread pick lean of the day. Not counting that towards my record. Now here's a couple other leans plus a dart throw bet. Kevon Looney over 7.5 rebounds. Look, Looney's had 12 rebounds in back-to-back games. It's a great matchup versus the Detroit Pistons. And this is a team that he had 12 rebounds against in their last matchup. The only reason I'm not taking this officially is because I don't trust Kevon Looney. I know the moment I bet his prop, bet his overs, he's coming out and giving me 3 points, 4 rebounds, and saying, here you go, Austin. This is what you deserve for betting on my prop. So he's going to put up a dud of a lifetime. Steve Kerr's just going to bench him, not playing him a ton of minutes. So not just be sitting there shaking my head. Just like I was shaking my head betting the Orlando Magic yesterday. I'm not going to do it. So don't blame people that want to take his points or rebounds. Just couldn't be me, so I'm going to avoid it. Now another one, D'Angelo Russell over 6.5 assists, minus 130. Plus, I'll give you my dart throw bet in a second. Now, the issue here with D'Angelo Russell is half the sportsbooks have his line at 6.5, and then have it at 7.5. So there's 15 questions that I'm going to have to answer about if I would take it at 7.5. And then number 2, the Knicks have been pretty solid defending opposing point guards, not allowing a ton of assists per game. We would know that since we took Luka Doncic's assists over against them. And what did he have? Just 4 assists. And of course, he's hit his over in every single game since then. So that's just how betting works. But still, D'Lo has had 10 plus assists in 6 of his last 8 games. I think he gets it done, getting 7 assists. Does he get 8? I'm not really sure, but I think he does get it done. I mean, they're playing in Madison Square Garden, I believe, and I think D'Angelo Russell will have a decent game. Just not going to really bet it. The Knicks are such a wishy-washy team. You got the wrong guy if you think I'm going to bet on a Knicks-Timberwolves game. Both of those two teams are as volatile as it gets in the NBA, but my dart throw bet of the day is that a D'Angelo Russell double-double. Now, if you're looking for value, here you go, plus 425 on DraftKings. Now we look at D'Angelo Russell. He's, like I said, he's had a double-double pretty frequently in his past couple games, plus 425 value. Last game he should have had a triple-double. Or double-double. He just only had 7 points. So what can you do about that? Now, my last lean of the day, RJ Barrett's over. Now, we look at the moral of the story. RJ's been chucking it up. He does not have a line for points right now, but he has 18-plus field goal attempts in 4 straight games. The only concern here is that some guys might be returning from injury, most notably Kemba Walker. If he doesn't return, I like this bet, but look, I'm not going to take it. But look, he's going to be aggressive today, and he's normally aggressive against those young stars like an Anthony Edwards. All these guys are competitive. They obviously have some sort of ego, and they want to, show, hey, I'm better than that guy. And Anthony Edwards is in that conversation, a young star in the making. And look, RJ Barrett's going to keep shooting the ball a ton, and I think he shoots it a ton today. But like I said, all of those picks are leans. My only official play, Sadiq Bey's under in points, under 16.5 points. I appreciate you guys. There's been 2 reminders. Number 1, drop your questions below and for the podcast, and we'll shout you out if we do answer it. Number 2, live stream tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'll see you guys there, sponsored by Dimers. I appreciate you guys for tuning into the video. Don't force a ton of bets today. It is not worth it. The slate is absolutely terrible, but I want to get a video out to you guys. You guys could hear my thought process. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. This has been Austin, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.